Hello everyone and welcome to Call to Wisdom, the channel dedicated to bringing you the wisdom of God so that you may skillfully live the life you're created to live. Let's get started. Today's passage is the grand debut of what Proverbs calls Lady Wisdom. She has a lot to say, so let's get started. Today's passage that we're going to be reading from is Proverbs chapter 1, starting with verse 20. Let's go. Wisdom cries aloud in the street. In the markets she raises her voice. At the head of the noisy streets she cries out. At the entrance of the city gates she speaks. How long, O simple ones, will you love being simple? How long will scoffers delight in their scoffing, and fools hate knowledge? If you turn at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit to you. I will make my words known to you. Because I have called, and you have refused to listen, because you have ignored all my counsel, and would have none of my reproof, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when terror strikes you, when terror strikes you like a storm, and your calamity comes like a whirlwind. When distress and anguish come upon you, then they will call upon me, but I will not listen. They will seek me diligently, but will not find me, because they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, would have none of my counsel, and despised all my reproof. Therefore they shall eat of the fruit of their way, and their fill of their own devices. For the simple are killed by their turning away, and the complacency of fools destroys them. Wisdom is a choice. No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, you can choose to live by wisdom. She's literally crying out to you and wants to give you all that she has to offer. But the latter is also true. You can also choose folly. Today's verse that I want to hone in on is verse 32. It's the very last one that we read, and I'll read it again. For the simple are killed by their turning away, and the complacency of fools destroys them. The truth of the matter is that folly is a choice, but it is also your default setting. When you get something out of the box, this is automatically how it will operate unless told otherwise. That is how you are when it comes to wisdom and folly. You will automatically live by folly unless you intentionally make the choice and actions to live by wisdom. If you live by folly, it doesn't mean you will live a wretched, horrible life simply because you never made the choice of wisdom, but it also does mean you won't live the best life, the life that you are specifically made and created to live. There has been countless studies done over decades and decades of asking people on their deathbed, what do you regret most? What do you wish you would have done with your life? Countless times, over and over and over again, they come to one conclusion. People don't regret the things that they did do, the actions and decisions they chose, but what they regret most when they are dying is what they didn't do. The truth of the matter is we live in a society that honestly determines a lot of what we do. You might consider yourself your own individual person and that you make your own decisions, but at the end of the day, we live in a culture that says the best thing you can do is get a high degree, a high-paying job, a house, then have a family, and then watch Netflix. Am I right? We all do it. We've all been influenced by it. We live in a culture that says this is normal. This is what's expected of you, and we follow along. And just imagine if you have conformed to all those different things. Just imagine the little things on an everyday basis that you conform to without even questioning. The fact of the matter is, complacency kills. Being pushed along by normals, typical patterns of life that we don't even question or think is wrong is what's killing us. Those are the decisions that keep us from living wisdom, living the life that we and you were created to live. There is so much more out there, but it requires making a decision. Will you continue following the typical patterns of day in and day out, simply letting life get by? I'm just working for the weekend. I'm just trying to get that better pay increase or better car, whatever it is that you are doing is folly, to be honest with you. And so today, understand that that complacency of just moving along until life catches up to you is folly. And you need to make the choice to intentionally live by wisdom. And if you don't, you will never live the life you're created to live. Don't come to the point that you're sitting on your deathbed wondering, where did life go? And why didn't I make the choice to live by wisdom? Don't live with that regret. And so if you get anything from this video, understand that wisdom doesn't happen by accident. You have to take the reins of your life and make it happen. So don't forget, complacency kills. And as we close today's video, I just want to give you a reminder that Called to Wisdom provides free devotionals for the growing Christian on calledtowisdom.com. If you learned anything from this video, if you liked it, please hit that subscribe button below. And don't forget, everyone, go live wisely. I'll see you next time.